Hi, everybody. So, this is the last story of the birthday week because today I'm celebrating my actual birthday. It's April 23rd. Whoop, whoop. I am 36. So, so let's get into this story. So, the story today is from the Am I the Butthole Reddit thread. And the title is Am I the Butthole for Not Including My Niece and My Daughter's Birthday since her parents can't afford it? So it goes like this. My 31 female daughter, 8 female, and my niece, 8 female, are born 10 days apart. Due to this, ever since they were little, my sister in law, 29 female, has always pushed for them to have a shared birthday party. When the girls were younger, 1 to 4, we used to do shared birthday parties, but my husband and I realized that we were always the ones to foot the bill for everything food, decorations, locations, etc. The girls are always also were complete opposites. My daughter always has been more of a tomboy, while my niece is super girly. When my husband and I told sister-in-law, my brother, that we won't be doing the shared birthdays anymore, they were really upset and it started a huge fight. They said that they can't afford to throw a nice birthday for my niece, but we can. So it makes sense that we pay for it since we're family. Yeah, not gonna fly with my husband and I. So we stuck by what we said, and ever since the girls have had separate birthdays. My daughter and my husband love watching Formula One together. If you guys know what Formula One is, let me know in the comments. I have no idea. And she wanted to have a Formula One themed birthday this year. The weekend before the birthday, we had a family dinner at my parents' house. Sister-in-law, my brother and niece were present. My parents were asking the girls if they were excited for their upcoming birthdays and if they were having parties this year. My daughter told my parents she was having a Formula One theme party this year. Sister-in-law answered for my niece and said they were not going to have a party for her because things were tight. The conversation was left there. Fast forward to this past weekend, daughter's birthday was on Saturday. We had the party and it was going great. The whole family was invited as usual, and everyone was having a great time until the cake. I'm in the kitchen with my mom, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and a few other family friends talking. I pulled the cake out to get ready to bring it out for everyone. Sister-in-law takes a look at the cake and looks confused. Sister-in-law like, "Is this the girl's birthday cake?" Me, "What do you mean the girls?" "The cake is for my daughter's name." Sister-in-law, "Well, I thought since I mentioned that things are tight this year that you'd include niece's name in the birthday." Me, "I understand your situation, but how come you never once mentioned this to me?" Sister-in-law, "Well, I thought it would be common sense. Now my daughter isn't going to have any kind of celebration for her birthday this year because you and your husband are so selfish." She then stormed out of the kitchen, made a huge scene at the party outside, yelling to her husband and my niece that it's time to go, and left. Since then, she's been messaging me and my husband nonstop, trying to make us feel guilty that my niece isn't going to have a birthday party and calling us all kinds of names. I feel bad that my niece isn't going to get a birthday party. Am I the butthole for not including her, even though they can't? Am I the butthole for not including her, even though they can't afford it? So I'm just gonna give my opinion before anyone else gives theirs. You're not the butthole. You're not the butthole because that's not your child. I understand you can love your niece, you can want to do everything you want for your niece, but are they expecting you to do this for every single birthday until she's 18? That's just my opinion. Let's see what other people believe. First comment, not the butthole. First of all, it's simply not your job to make sure your niece has a party. That's up to her parents. If things are tight, maybe they need to be creative, but it's still on them. Secondly, it's ridiculous for her to think that hinting around will get her daughter added to the party. If it was as important to her as she acts like it is, then she should have had a frank conversation with you and simply asked. You could have still said no, but there wouldn't have been the confusion. This is on them, not you. All right, so let's read another comment. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. This is a comment to the first comment, but it's in bold. When my son was about 4, me and my still amazing ex were separated, but both having money troubles at the time. I ended up using masking tape on my carpet to make a Pac Man maze. For some reason, he was obsessed with it. Popcorn for the pellets, drew faces on some big Lego for the ghost, and used a yellow stress ball for Pac Man. We had so much fun shouting Waka Waka as we shoveled the popcorn into his mouth and played around. It stayed on my carpet, sans popcorn, for a month because he was always wanted to play it. While I was the ghost for him to chase, it wasn't his birthday or anything. But it's not hard to make fun for kids if you use your creativity. Edit, because I'm not an idiot. You're not the butthole. Yep, parents can make things very creative. I will say that I didn't always, my parents, I have two parents and I had birthday parties and things like that, but it didn't always have to be something extravagant. I think that's what people get confused. Like kids just want to have fun. So we'll see. Let's see. These are a lot of replies to that comment. Let's see what the next one says. Not the butthole, but I'm very confused. How much money can you possibly invest in an 8-year-old birthday party? Most of my kids' birthdays have been at the park with a self made chocolate cake, some sweets, a fruit salad, a treasure hunt, and some balloons. If you want a cool location or VIP experience or whatever, you can spend more, obviously, but that's completely optional. Children at the Children at that age mostly want to have fun, just like I said, with their friends and blow their candles. Exactly. So that was another comment. I'll read like three more. That's fine. The next one says, when my husband and I, this is a quote. When my husband and I told sister-in-law and my brother that we won't be doing the shared birthdays anymore, they were really upset and it started a huge fight. They said they can't afford to throw a nice birthday for my niece, but we can. So it makes sense that we pay for it since we're family. So that was the quote from OP Story, and this is the comment. Nobody likes it when the gravy train ends, not the butthole. It is not reasonable to expect you to be able to read minds, specifically the mind of your assumptive and entitled sister in law. As I kept reading, the entitlement just got worse. Wow. I feel your niece. Your sister in law is a real piece of work. I know you feel bad for your niece, maybe doing something special for her apart from your daughter's birthday, maybe a special cousin's day out in the near future, one that won't include her mother, perhaps. So that was the comment. And I don't know if I tell you guys, I have a cousin. We are the exact same age. So we have the same birthday, same year, everything. And we both had our own birthday parties. But if our birthday party, if one of us had a birthday celebration and it was on our actual birthday, our parents either put both our names in a cake or we both had separate cakes. So if we shared a birthday party that year, great. We both always made sure the other kid felt involved, but it wasn't like my parents felt entitled or her parents felt entitled, like you have to put my kid's name on that cake. No, we just did it because we had the exact same birthday and we were friends. So it made sense. But yeah, I don't know why people think they're so entitled. Like, I have to be on everything for your kid. Seems like to the end of time because we're family. No. And this is the last comment I'll read. It says, not the butthole. It's not your responsibility to host a party for your niece because her parents can't afford to. Plus, the fact that your sister in law expected you to include your niece, then called you selfish for throwing your own daughter her birthday party. Your sister in law is a joke. This is the edit. It says, not obviously it's not your fault. They apparently couldn't money manage enough to throw their daughter her own separate birthday party. You can feel bad, but it's their own fault, and trying to blame you is childish. They don't seem like very responsible people. That's another thing. It doesn't take a lot to just have a cake for a kid. If you can't afford to have a cake professionally made, that's understandable. But there are box cakes that you can buy for $2.99, and you can make that for your child. But anyway, those are my comments. Those are the comments from Reddit. What do you guys think of this story? Leave anything, especially if you had any birthday stories or experiences you want to put in the comments. Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this week of Reddit birthday stories, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.